Good morning, Michelle. How you doing? Trying to get some things working here. Oh my goodness. Doggone it. How are you doing this morning? Hey Bear, how you doing? Good morning. It's wonderful. I almost feel normal again. Ah, doing great. Doing great. Thank you. You know, it's not so bad. I think most of the stuff is like it's particle board. You know, with the exception of the bed, the dresser, the end table, the TV table, or the TV stand, and the coffee table. It's all pretty much particle pressed wood. You know, not much difference between that and the pressed pine logs that you buy at the grocery store. No, but they're all brand new. That's the thing. It's all brand new furniture. That's the program. It's brand new furniture. They don't really make furniture like they used to make furniture. Oh yeah, coffee table is great because it's my dinner table, my breakfast table, and I sit down on the floor. It's my little desk. So yeah, no, it's great. It's a big difference between almost a month ago. So wasn't that long ago. Wasn't that long ago that I was out on the concrete. So it's almost. No, I got a job there. I haven't started yet. My first day of orientation is on the 20th. I don't know. Sometimes people seem to get things a little twisted and messed up. Like I think we were talking about Amazon yesterday, and someone had mentioned that Amazon is like, yes, correct. So someone had said that Amazon is like really bad, and then someone else said that, well, how can you say that Amazon is bad when you have an Amazon wish list? And I'm like, whoa, I never said that Amazon is bad. So people seem to get a little, I don't know. But when you're on this side of being a YouTube creator, people look for those little nooks and crannies to fill in their own tile grout. It's like, it's pretty messed up. I don't know. This is weird. Oh, yes. Thank you. Yeah, things are getting a lot better. It's like, I mean, I can be a hypocrite, but I'll admit I'm being a hypocrite. Yeah, but you know what? There's always going to be a bigger and better fish, right? Especially when it comes to business and retail. Target, when they first came out on the scene back in the mid to late 70s, they started becoming the new discount mart. And then Walmart came. Walmart was the next giant, and little by little, grocery stores were starting to close out. And then Costco came up, started swallowing up Walmart. Now this is a good timeline, okay? And for the longest time, Costco dominated, just completely dominated. And it was back and forth: Walmart, Sam's Club, Costco. That was it. And then in rolls the mid 90s and the millennium. Then comes Amazon. Oh my God! It's the new granddad. It's the pimp of retail. So everything is what it is, right? So everybody may complain, but do you see them sacrificing it? Do you see them not going? No, of course not. Yeah, I know. They started to go down when the quality started going down when Sears bought them, because Sears is the parent company. So then I got a message that said, "Well, how can you?" I forgot who it was. It doesn't matter. But someone said, how can you say that Amazon is bad when you have an Amazon wish list?" And I'm like, whoa, I never said they were bad. If anything, I've complained like how we've gotten lazy here in this country, and everything is now ordering out. That's why a lot of brick and mortar restaurants are closing down, because the sakes of Uber and all those places where you can deliver. I mean, I mentioned, who would ever thought that you would have had McDonald's delivered to your home? Never in a million years. McDonald's never wanted to have a delivery service, but in order to keep with the times, they're doing it. So now you can have Uber Eats and stuff like that, or Postmates, or whomever does it. And then I said, when I was renting my rooms, when I was getting the motel rooms, I was just as guilty, because I was ordering through Uber and Postmates. And I said that. So, and I said, not to be a hypocrite, but I also am contributing to that factor. And I always will own up to what I say. And some lonely soul comes up and says, how can you say that? I never said that. Oh, and someone else said, oh, Charlie, you should do telemarketing or something like that, because you're good at it. I go, no, I couldn't do telemarketing. I tried telemarketing when I was 17, and I lasted all about 4 hours, and I couldn't do that. And then again, someone said something to the effect, oh, how can you say telemarketing is bad when they do so much, or something for charity works? It's like, I never said they were bad. I just said it wasn't for me. Oh, I know. That's being a YouTuber. Everybody likes to stick their pins and needles in their own little voodoo dolls. So yeah, I know it comes with what comes with this job. Is this a job? Even though I'm not there and I'm not getting paid for it, my channel's not monetized. I don't know what to call it. A forum? A non-paying forum? But no, I know. I didn't expect it. I didn't expect it to be this big, but yeah. So and then with it comes all these stupid little groupies that I get via Facebook too. It's just like, are you serious? No. That is another thing. I get a lot on Facebook. Oh my God. These little pixies, if you will. It's just, oh my God. Look, I'm not, it's not that I'm a nice, I'm just, I know what I say and I know what I do, and I keep track, and I'm careful of what I do and say, especially now more than ever. Now that I'm in this kind of public eye or whatever, I own up, I do my best to own up to everything that I say. And there's something that I say or misrepresent, I will own up to it. If it's not my fault, I'm not going to own up to it. Someone a while back ago, I was upset about something. And I had cursed. And some lady said, oh, your cursing is like, okay, you mean you go through your entire life without cursing or any cursing involved in your life? Pretty much sure that you curse more than a sailor does. It's just, it's frustrating. It just gets really frustrating. Um, what's the worst thing? Oof. Honestly, I think the worst thing is that someone said that I wasn't real at that particular time, like maybe 4 or 5 months ago. They kept hounding. They kept saying that I wasn't really homeless. That I was a secret millionaire on YouTube trying to play the sympathy card, and they kept doing this for like several weeks, and I'm like, wow, I'm a secret millionaire and I'm posing as a homeless person. Wow. You think I'd really waste my time with doing this with such few humble subscribers? Don't you think I would have done it a little bit more gimmicky if that were the case? Don't you think I would showcase something? And I think I was only like 100 and plus subs, and they kept saying, "Oh, Charlie's a faker. He's not real." And I'm like, oh my god. You know, it for whatever, I don't know, for whatever their lonely lives are, maybe causing drama in someone else's excites their own life. I don't know. I really don't know. But for whatever reason, they cause it. I've had a couple of subs that started off as being angry and being against me, and now they're on my side. I had a couple that actually have seen that you can't turn me, I guess, to the dark side or whatever, and then they end up leaving. Because I always say, look, you can go ahead and make all your comments and say what you want to say, but the only way to hurt me is to unsubscribe. Because whilst you're being a subscriber and you're making all these comments, it's no really big deal. But the only people you're really upsetting are my other subscribers. And if you really want to hurt me, unsubscribe. But the longer you stay a subscriber and you're being on my live stream or watching my vlogs, you're just adding. And that goes for any YouTuber. Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like that. There was I don't know if you know FouseyTube on YouTube. He's like this total drama queen. He pretended that he had a falling out or something with his business or his family, and then he said he was homeless, and then he was saying that oh, he wants to reach out every night to one only subscriber to put him up for the night, and he was only doing it for the popularity strike. These guys that take out a group of like 4 or 5 homeless people and take them to the restaurant and feed them. Oh, I'm a good person. I'm doing well. No, you're not. You're just doing it for the popularity strike. If anything, you're hurting those poor homeless people. You're humiliating them. When they actually think you're treating them well, you're only doing it for the popularity strike. If you want to help them, find them a home. Find them a home. Then you will see how popular you are. But no, I could almost do that. The few people that I do help, that I hand out water or give them food, especially to my friends and stuff like that, I can film them, I can record them, but I don't. I'm not going to humiliate them. Even when I was working for this a couple years ago, and I was working for this so-called pastor, And he's all telling me, "Oh, Carlos, make sure you get good shots of people eating and stuff like that." I'm not gonna get in their face. I'm not gonna get in their face. And when we were in Skid Row, oh man, this, and I'm still trying to vie to get that channel back. I need my channel back so badly. All my content is on there. Yeah, he's a jerk, man. I mean, you can call him any awful name in the book. To me, he's just a flat out, just a jerk. That's it. He's just, there's not one sincere bone or piece of cartilage or tendon in his body. He's nothing about show and popularity strikes. That's about it. You know, and when I started doing this, and a lot of my friends, they're like, "Oh, Carlos, you could do this, and I know what I can do, but I'm not going to do that." You know, this is all real. This is all genuine. So why would I want to do that? You know, like when I go out and I travel and I'll record things that, like going to the museums or going to the observatory or going up hiking and stuff like that. I try to take you folks with me to share what I'm doing. I'm not purposely going out there just so you guys can see. I'm going out there to have a good time, and I'm bringing you folks with me along the way, and I'm sharing that with you. There's so much that I've missed in the time that I was out here that I want to be able to share this with you guys. So these little schmucks that think that they're being cool and everything and picking up these homeless people. You want to be really effective also? Take them home with you. Give them a shower. Let them sleep in your bed in your own home. Let's see how long you'll last.
Right, just think I should have got extra ice in my mouth. Thank you.
I'll take it out here for my second cup. It requires so much change. I don't know. I know Jan's been kind of ill. I haven't seen Paul. Nathalia, I haven't seen her in a while. Irma comes in once in a while. I think everybody's just been sleeping in. I know you're still here, dear. I know. All right, excuse me, guys. I need to go get my heroin fix. Just watch pigeons.
Yeah, I was gonna say that should be good over there. It's gonna be just a minute.
You know what? It's. I'm not even worried about people stealing my stuff because the thing is, once they step here, they're live on they're live on the internet. So anybody that tries to steal my stuff, they're live on YouTube. So who couldn't ask for anything easier, right? And with the location here, try to get away within 2 minutes of a 5 mile distance. I guess that's the one good thing that's I don't have to pay for security. It travels with me. Yeah, you know what? I don't. The only thing I would get for a new Apple is for the sole purpose of editing because it's what I used to use working in the printing industry and a little bit working in the music industry, but mainly in the media and the publishing industry is what I used to always use. Quark Express. I mean, it's just user friendly. But in general, yeah. And Apple's actually going to see their day here, not too long from now. The fact that people spend so much money for their products and then they don't air their own products, that's their downside. I use nothing but LG. To me, LG's got the better camera, better than Samsung. And go by specs, LG's got a better camera than anybody else. The color saturation is just more even. So I have two. Actually, I ended up giving my little LG. I had an LG Tribute. I have the LG Aristo. I have the LG Stylus 3.
Sorry about that.
And I had an LG little Tribute, which actually the sound on that thing was like dynamite. It's fantastic. So for me, it's LG. People use Samsung because it's more video game friendly. That's about it. That's the only good thing about Samsung to me. That and they're lighter. I like LG because they're heavier products. They used to be considered solid state. It's more metal. It's heavier. It's more resilient. And actually, if you drop this in the water and quickly pull it out, it's tighter sealed. You drop Samsung in the water and pull it out, it's gonna short out on you. Start to bug. And I think when I was with that other video site, I did actually I did some LG reviews actually. Excuse me.
Chicken banana sandwich, manchego sandwich.
Yeah, it's funny because a lot of people make a big deal about that, the notch, and the way I feel about the notch is like, if the notch is bothering you, then you need to take some Prozac because that means your OCDs are really killing you. It's no big deal. It's no big deal. To me, Samsung came out with the fact that you can. Let's see, you can end up opting on that. See, like on my LGs, I don't have that notch. Samsung's the one that has the notch. I don't think, and Motorola doesn't have the notch. It's only Samsung. Ooh, that's hot. Which actually is kind of weird. I mean, out of all the phone makers, I think Samsung's really the only one that's got that notch problem. There are some other Chinese overseas phones that have that are the Samsung copycats, and then they incorporate that. But there's really no need to have that notch. You could always eliminate that. That's just why you have that V extra part of the screen when it's really useless. I don't understand that. Yeah, I saw that. It does look pretty nice. It does look nice. One of my friends asked me, what if Samsung gave you a brand new phone, the latest phone, in order to give up your phone? I wouldn't. I don't think you could really pay me to endorse Samsung. I just don't like Samsung. I just really don't. The only thing I'd rather have is the new LG Thin LQ7. That's what I want. But that's out of my price range. But yeah, you couldn't really honestly pay me to promote Samsung. I just don't like Samsung. I don't know. They're just too much of a flash in the pants. And they break so easily too at the drop. I've dropped both these phones. My Aristo, I've dropped a lot. And that's with the case. And even with a Samsung case, they still crack. And they have Gorilla Glass. How do you figure that? And Gorilla Glass is tough. You put it in your pants, in the back of your pants pocket, you sit, and the flexibility ratio, they still snap, they still crack. Not with LG. They're still pretty much hardened steel aluminum. Samsung's a lot of plastic. Yeah, they do. I think, honestly, in comparison, the best,
And I'm like, yeah, I do. That's right, I do.
the best cell phones, and I think are the earliest iPhones.
Do I need insurance? Yeah, I do.
The earliest iPhones
Do I want to have a
are like the best cell phones, I think, because you have just enough power to do whatever you're. And it's a cool little computer. I mean, it's definitely an awesome little computer. The first Apple iPhones are like the best in comparison.
I don't know what I do about this off all summer.
Still, I wouldn't give
My
up my
sister
LGs.
lives in Alabama and she's and I'm like, Rachel, I
But in the same
same
breath, I am thinking about getting. I'm hoping, mind you, to get an Apple. And never mind getting a Chromebook. A Chromebook is just like, everybody was just like dripping wet because it was, yeah. But in comparison.
Now in this day, you stand here and wait for the coffee bottle of expensive miracles.
See, I don't. You're limited on what you can do.
Well, I'm tired today, but I think your parents.
And the processors, not all that good. They still run a lot hotter. This little HP right here that I have, it's going on 3 years now, and it's time I put her out to pasture because she's starting to run hot. So. Is awesome. My LG, when I go out and I do video on my cell phone, it sucks up the battery life like crazy. With Samsung, I got to give it up to their battery. The way they structure everything, yeah, they got longevity when it comes to battery life. Oh, I'd say the best in the cell phone business. All right. Bye. Thank you for showing up. Great day. Remember, it's almost Friday. But yeah, I'm thinking of all the and actually I'm kind of ahead of the ball game too right now with the this webcam that I got and the new microphone that I got. That's all in part because of Mark. Mark wanted to help me with this vlogging, especially with the live stream. So he got me a new webcam and a new microphone. So yeah, because when he watches me, he gives me pointers on how to approach and what to do and stuff like that. And he asked me, he goes, "Well, what kind of camera do you use when you're on your live stream?" And I says, "Well, just the one that comes on the laptop." So that's how he got me the webcam. Puppet Master, what's up? Yeah, it's a cool little mic. It's called a Samson. Looks like an old time radio mic. It's a great little mic. Oh, he does. He does quite a bit. He does so many. He's got so many videos. Like when he travels from the UK, that he does so many. Even when he's in the States and he's editing videos, and it's like, okay, you've been back on U.S. territory, and you're still posting videos from the UK. It's because he does a lot. That guy is just tireless. That's because he's got to do a lot of editing. The hardest thing about vlogging is editing. Editing takes a long time. What you see me do, because my Sony editor doesn't work on my laptop anymore. It stopped working. There's a conflict. So what you see me when I post up a vlog, it's just raw footage without editing. That's why my videos are so short. Because I have to continue, I have to record, pause, and then that's where the battery life starts to get sucked out. Whether it's on my Nikon or on my LG. And I love my Nikon, but I go through batteries like crazy. Just as long as I'm pausing, yeah. I have Sony Movie Studio 13.0. And I actually got that what? I got that almost 3 years ago, right? Just shortly after I got this laptop. Paid like $60 for it, which wasn't too bad. You also have to realize with Mark, he got his mother that he's taking care of, so his plate is more full than mine, definitely. Yeah, he's got a full plate. And this laptop is like really, whenever I click from like frame to frame, you ever get that situation where once in a while it'll pop up and it'll create its own other, you'll end up having like two browsers. That's what this one is. And I've defragmented this computer, I don't know how many times. It's just seen its time. But the cool thing is now that I have a place, now I can buy an external hard drive because all my photos, all my vlogs, I don't save. I didn't have the capacity to save. So everything is internet. All my photos, all my vlog sessions, all my live streams, it's all on the internet. I just being homeless, I could have bought external hard drives. That's a lot of weight. I'd be carrying at least 40 pounds worth of external hard drives. I just don't have the way to carry that. So I can now. Yeah, I need at least a couple of terabytes worth of external. And I was thinking about that once I, start working and everything. I'll go to Fry's or go to Best Buy and see. I'll probably end up going to Fry's and buying some external hard drives. Oh, there is a. Did I save it or I lost it. There's an internet site, a picture internet site where they'll print your pictures for free. All you have to do is pay for the shipping. And it kind of reminded me of the old company that I used to have an account with when I used to do a lot of photography in my younger days. It was the old company is called Seattle Filmworks. But this place is called Picture Print or something like that. They print your pictures, but all you had to do is pay for the shipping. Just like Seattle Filmworks used to be, used to get all your film, all you had to do was pay for the developing, and they would pay for the shipping. So
Get a refill of your hat.
the tit for tat type of exchange. Like a 30-minute takes almost 2 hours. That's why I got to get my hotspot. Yeah, it takes about 30 minutes. That's why I want to make sure I get the hotspot so I can just have it from my laptop and then I'll have the hotspot from my cell phone. I think I'll pay an extra $30 a month on my account for the extra hotspot. And I've been looking to get Wi-Fi over at my place, but I'm hardly ever there. So I don't want to pay $30 for having Wi-Fi at home when I could just have a hotspot and take that with me. Let's see. You mean these? This one I can charge my laptop on. This one I could charge partial laptop and myself. I can charge up. I recommend having these. Yeah, no. Yeah, no, they're fantastic. They're worth it. I mean, it's so worth it that like amusement parks are cashing in on that. So they actually have like charge. They call them charge stations, where you get actually buy pre-charged external batteries, and they're not cheap. So I suggest having those. I think my most expensive, the little one I paid, my charge. It's called my charge. I paid $56 for that. The bigger one I got on sale at Walmart. I paid like $28, which is about three of the little ones that I have. Um, the little one is 8,000 milliamps. Uh, the big one is 32,000. And the big one I can charge my laptop within fully 100% within like 40, 50 minutes. But I need it, especially since I'm out and about. I've had the big one I've had for a year and a half. The little one, surprisingly, it's still holding up. It hasn't decayed. I've had that one for like 3 years. Yeah, I've had that one for 3 years and it hasn't decayed. The little ones that you buy, like, say, like at an AMPM or a convenience mart, don't buy those. Buy them strictly from either an electronics store, like Best Buy or whatever. Spend the money. Spend the money. Don't go for the cheapy ones because they don't last. You can do the same thing by just tethering like batteries together and putting a charger on them. You can do the same thing, but you're not going to get the longevity. You know, I don't know. All I know is that I can continuously, if both phones die, I can get at least three times out of the little one, three full charges out of the little one, and the big one. I don't know how many, but I'm actually I'm into the market looking for something for another couple external chargers. My friend wanted to get a solar charger, and he's like, get a solar charger. I don't want to get a solar charger. Look, we're coming to the end of the summer here, and a solar charger wouldn't. Maybe I'll buy a solar charger at the beginning of spring, but right now, no. I'm telling you, Bear, it's worth it. It really is worth it. Don't cheap out when it comes to an external charger. But do comparative shopping also. If you come across one that you think is good and worth the money, make sure you go check out Fry's or just do the comparison shopping. It does. That's mainly like if you're out and about. I mean, if you're like doing a complete walkabout, then it's worth it because then you could have the hanging out and stuff and charging. But solar chargers don't hold the charge like an electrical external battery does. You know what I mean? They drain themselves out. They ground themselves out. Yeah, the newer ones do charge quicker. Yeah, they charge a lot quicker. But then I think for the convenience, I think they are, because they charge a little bit quicker, they're a little bit more expensive. But I guess they're kind of worth it. If I use mine up, I just charge mine up overnight, so it's no big deal. But they're always ready and handy for when I need them. So I can go at least 2 to 3 weeks without having to recharge them, and I'll have real. They'll be ready for me at a snap. I think that little one I got it. The little one, yeah, I did. I bought that at Target. That was like $56. You know, like the little one first before I use the large one. Before I use the big daddy one. So. And it's actually a pretty quick charge. For as old as it is, it's not bad. And it's the My Charge brand. Oh, they're at the library. 'Cause that's my friend. He would have like one of those over 6 strip homeless. Electricity is like, it's such a premium. You know what I mean? I can't even recollect how many times people would ask us, "Hey, do you know there's a place to charge up?" It's like, yeah, no, nope, nope, nope.
John, bacon, egg fries are much famous.
Yeah, they are. They all are right now. I see them every while. But it's funny because people would ask us where, and we would say, nope, don't know any place. You got to wait till the library opens. And we had the capability, but you dare not reveal where. You keep that all to yourself if you're smart about it. Anybody can. Anybody can get the housing. Do you qualify? The number one thing is, do you have the drive, constitution to look at the failure rate? There's the possibility, and then it's gone. Do you have the patience? There's a lot of factors.
For a month, every month, yeah.
And most people don't. They want it to be handed to them on a silver platter. And it's never going to be that way. I got it because I pressed for it. I did everything that was expected of me to do. So I got it. And you guys know this firsthand because I took you through every step of whatever I was doing. You guys were being kept informed and abreast of everything that I was doing and experiencing. And you saw and you went through everything that I went through. I didn't cut you guys out. Everything that I went through, you guys went through. Some people are just, Terry, what's up? I slept well, my dear. I slept. Let me see. I slept comfortably. And I went to bed with a smile on my face. You know, actually,
For Michael, Jordan Bonner.
my friends don't use drugs. And alcohol is like, no. I think, honestly, out of the four of us, and I will be honest with you, I think I was probably the heavier drinker. But those guys didn't make it an excuse. But those guys didn't have 2 ex-wives and 3 children and a life like that to contend with. They're single. They don't have that. So it would be easier, you would think, for them to get up and out with no anchors. But they're still out here. Yeah, well, it's nice to have the space now being occupied. It's
For Shannon.
I have furniture now. So now when I leave and move into my own place, I'll have something to move. Yeah, if you know, and then there's people that make up excuses like, oh yeah, every time I go, they're always against me. They're always against me. No. If people say, if there's homeless people that say, oh, they have it in for me or they're against me, that means you're a troublemaker and you've already been kind of like, you've blacklisted yourself. Because maybe you've already been housed and you've caused problems in a transitional housing or being housed and you're constantly being kicked out. So you're falling at the bottom of the list. You may eventually get it, but it'll probably be years before you get it. They're going to prioritize someone else that is not a troublemaker. And that's the key thing. You think they want to house someone that's a troublemaker? No. Of course not.
And Anastasia?
Actually, I get a lot because I had already prepared for this. So I had already bought an external HD TV a couple weeks ago, actually. So yeah, I get quite a few channels. I get all the channels, foreign and domestic. So yeah. Actually, it was kind of nice to be able to watch my Channel 5 news. That's like the only one that I watch, really. Good morning, Jackie. Very true. Yeah. Because it's your life. Why should someone else work hard to get you up and out of a bad situation? No. That's like someone else winning the lottery and giving you the winnings. Why should they do that? If you're not going to work for it, you're not deserving enough for it. Nothing was handed to me. Nothing was handed to me. I worked hard for everything. And that also goes for my classes also. No one target. I filled out the applications. I went for the interviews. I did everything. No one gave me the food stamps. No one gave me the GR. I did all that myself. No one gave me the housing. I worked for all that myself. I filled out all the paperwork, everything and I did everything that was expected of me to do.